And on behalf of Organizing Committee AIMS Patna, I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Prema Ramachandran, Chairperson, Secretary NAMS, Dr. D.N. Srivastava, and our Honorable Director, Dr. G.K. Singh. Now, I would request our Honorable Chairperson, Dr. Prema Ramachandran, to enlighten us on the objective of Symposium and Millennium Development Goal. Dr. Prema Ramachandran, she is currently the Director of Nutritional Foundation of India. She is a graduate from Madras Medical College and obtained MD from JIPMER. She was a past President of National Academy of Medical Sciences. She worked for the Indian Council of Medical Research for 25 years. She carried out clinical and operational research studies on contraception, undernutrition in women and children, nutrition health and nutritional fertility interactions, delivery of health, nutritional and family welfare services, and HIV infections in India. She has over 150 publications in peer-reviewed index journals from these research studies.
Good morning. I am indeed very grateful to the organizers for having given me the privilege to work with them and Dr. J.S. Bajaj, Emeritus President of NAMS, in our for maternal and child health on and beyond 2015. In this symposium, we will discuss health and well-being of women and children all over the world, in India, with specific focus on Bihar, in the context both of MDG, which is about to be completed in December 2015, and in the context of recently approved Sustainable Development Goals, which will carry us forward to 2030, an ambition by which we hope we will have a world full of healthy people living in optimal environment and enjoying good quality of life. A very laudable goal indeed, and we should strive, however difficult it is, to achieve it. As I was introduced, I am an obstetrician by training, but very soon moved over to maternal child health and nutrition and worked for 2.5 decades in ICMR. One of our greatest fascination with Bihar was the data that came from Bihar in the 70s and 80s. High poverty rate, high undernutrition rate, high morbidity in children, practically not low immunization, poor access to health care. Undoubtedly, this was Bihar in the 70s and 80s. For that matter, primary health care didn't exist really anywhere in India at that time, but Bihar was a problem at that time. But you look at an SRS at any time, in India's infant mortality and Bihar's infant mortality were always the same. Initially, in the early 1980s, the facile answer that was given was, problems in data collection exist in surveys na, shayad yehi ho raha hai. But that was not satisfactory answer, because year after year, different team after different team, different kinds of surveys, if they come across with the clear statement, morbidity high, mortality low, then you can't say, आधा data ठीक है, आधा data गलत है. That is unacceptable. And in the late 80s and early 90s, I used to come to Bihar and spend awful lot of time in all kinds of remote villages as a part of the central team to monitor Kala Azar program. Okay, Kala Azar program was my mandate, but I am a curious person. If I don't ask questions, if I don't interact with people, I just can't have a happy day. And what I saw year after year in these villages is exactly the picture that came out of all the surveys. Huge amount of poverty, huge amount of undernutrition, lot of morbidity, but you look at any index, aged death, survivors in 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, there was really a relatively low infant mortality in this place. Being that kind of person, I also do not hesitate to ask questions to my host, and one very senior practitioner in Bihar, one day I sat like, I will sit and talk to many of you during the dinner here. I asked him, sir, ये क्या हो रहा है, क्यों हो रहा है, इसका अंतर क्या है, समझ पे बिल्कुल नहीं आता, आप थोड़ा बता सकते क्या? Then he said, you do not know how great this place is. We love our kids, we love our family, and we look after to the best of our ability everybody. We do not have the wherewithal to look after the day-to-day health needs, day-to-day requirements of right kind of food at right time in the right amount. So, and yes, water supply, sanitation are all problems because of the current problems that the state is having. But we will give up everything, we will fight tooth and nail to save the lives of children. And that is the reason for this dichotomy. And then I went back and looked at sex ratio in Bihar, age-wise, any-wise, always good. Yes. So I said, oh, this is the answer. They care for women and children, they will do what they can, and therefore, this is the state where we should put all wherewithal, because here is a population striving to do their best. It is the lack of all the services which are their due right that's coming in the way. And if we provide these, you will see a transformed Bihar in no time whatsoever. And that was the beginning of several of the programs when we moved to various places, decentralized planning, state-specific planning, all came out of an example that Bihar showed to many of us at that time. Bihar also has a very enviable past record. Magad Empire, Arthashastra, Ashoka's pillar, edicts saying, this is how you govern, this is what you do. And whom did they tell? They did not like office memorandum. They put it in public place for all of us to read and all of us to obey. What is today's Panchayati Raj institutions and governance system? You did it 2.5 millennia ago. And what good place you need to discuss Millennium Development Goal and Sustainable Development Goal than this place, which demonstrated a capability to conceptualize, a willingness to put it across to people and request them to participate in building the country 2.5 millennia ago. And therefore, I really hope and wish that this CME inspires the kids who are today our students, but tomorrow will be the service providers, and very soon in 2 decades will be the people who will be governing India's and this state's health services and trying to ensure that sustainable development goals are not something written on paper. It's written in us, our minds, and we will try to achieve them to the best of our ability. And may I really thank you once again for giving me one another opportunity to come back to my favorite state and talk about things that matter to all of us. Thank you.